See if we can make this work. I'm trying to see what's on the... Well, if we can make this work, let's do a quick update of what we've been calling our super small bore. And by the way, this mirror works out great for lighting. When we're shooting, trying to get some light from different directions to take out shadows as much as possible. But sometimes we can talk to ourselves. All right, so this specifically is what is going to go under our Super 998, as we're calling it. Ends up being an 1100, but it's more fun to call it a Super 998. This is the process I go through building any kind of a special gearbox, and in this case we're doing a late rod change with the latest case and a straight cut set of gears. We want to minimize the drag on that little engine as much as possible to try to squeeze the best performance out of it. And so, as I showed with our race dog engagement gear set, I go through and I pick out the very best bits and pieces. You take this apart, it's really hard to see down in there when you're inspecting it from above. And these things are really strong, but you know, every now and then, that is not going to shift very well. You know, more often, you find them a little bit chunked. You can see a little piece missing on the corner there. Some chunky shifting, we can call it, over the life and its owner. And so we have disassembled, of course, a variety of these over time. So I've got a lot of these kind of bits and pieces to pick from. So I'll go through and select what fits each case best. So in this case, I've reduced the amount of play as much as possible here. I've got these shimmed just perfectly where it's nice and tight, but you're not going to be able to wobble them. We've got, this is dry, but I've shown how I temporarily use some bits to sort of put the spring in there with the ball so that we can just kind of, let's see if we can hold it with one hand and click through positions. Should have the detents in place. Very little slop, yet nice engagement. And the minimal slop here goes along with minimal slop here. We select our forks. These things are as perfect a fit as you're ever going to see. There will be no slop in this shifter, and this is how you get rid of it. You make sure that this thing isn't hammered, this one here isn't hammered. I mean, these are as perfect could be. This thing is going to be an extremely crisp shifting setup, as we like to do. So we'll put this together. We've got new bearings for the shafts. We've got new synchros for the gears. Again, we'll select the very best available bits and pieces as it goes together, and we'll show you the result.